Last time on Dragon Ball Gaiden, the backup team had discovered that their opponent, who was rapidly approaching Earth, was a Saiyan. He and his team of space pirates would be fearsome foes to be sure, and if there were no warriors left to protect Earth, then the planet would be gone in no time at all. In order to prepare the backup team for a fight against the dread Saiyan Turles, Mr. Popo sent them to the Pendulum Room to fight the memories of two low-class Saiyan warriors, Shorty and Scarface. The battle was fierce, but in the end, the backup team was able to overpower the two. When Mr. Popo turned up the intensity, however, it was a different story. Months have now passed, and the B fighters have completed their training. With the Z fighters having fought against their own pair of Saiyans, soon the B team will have to prove the worth of their training in a battle against the Tellus Crusher Corps. The battle for Earth begins now. And so arrives the fated day. The Crusher Corps leaps into action.
Yeah, last time you were preparing for the attack of the third Saiyan.
And yeah, we got beaten up real bad at the end, but between that episode and this one, we've been training more.
6 more episodes, you mean?
I feel like even Dragon Ball has cut by this point. Although, Yora can finally fly. Yay.
Yay!
Getting beat on by a dozen Saiyans teaching you how to fly, huh?
I would never fly.
It's like how doing a shit ton of push-ups gives you the ability to read minds.
Yeah,
What?
well, that's weird that one time Goku used telepathy.
What? I
What?
thought that was Bardock.
Yeah, that was good. Anyways, so the day of the Saiyan's attack has come.
Was there any overlap on the lookout between our group and the Z fighters when we were
No.
training?
Zero overlap.
They had
Never
left
saw
by
each
that
other.
point.
The only thing that kept my spirits up while getting beaten up by Saiyans was the fact that I knew somewhere in the world Namco was dying.
Actually, is this happening about the same time? Or are we watching Nappa, destroy an entire city on TV?
I was going to say that happened during your training.
Alright.
This attack happens after Vegeta and Nappa show up, fight, and leave. Or die, depending on which one they are. Yeah, there are several scenes we're not going where Mr. Popo is restraining all of you. Like, don't go, you're the backup team. Not until everyone else has died can you go in.
But I want to watch Yamcha fight and die.
The day you've been training for has come.
And everyone who'd normally be good at this is in the hospital.
It's in the hospital or in space.
Or dead. Don't forget
Or
dead.
dead. There's a lot of things preventing anyone else from happening.
Also, don't forget, we don't have Dragon Balls anymore.
So, let's do a quick montage. Say the 4 of you are not on Kami's lookout. Where are you and what are you doing when you feel this incredibly strong power level?
I'm back at my apartment watching Ice Road Truckers with 13. Drinking Natty Ice.
You just react like, oh, what's that? And 13's like, I know, what kind of driving technique is this? What is this route? They'll never get there in time.
Where are you, Tubi?
Show 'em a
Are
thing
you?
or
Are
two.
you're always invited to Ice Road Trucker Night with me and 13 if you want.
No thanks.
Tubi's probably off somewhere being sad about the moon.
Oh yeah, because the moon blew up.
I was gonna make the moon come back with a wish, but then the rest of the Z fighters needed those Dragon Balls to revive Goku, and well, I'm not gonna argue.
And then they had to go and ruin the Dragon Balls for everyone by letting the person who's connected to them die.
Listen, they were kind of OP anyways.
So, are the other three of you doing anything, or are you just
Beating them machine life forms.
you're doing the plots in Nier Automata in the background throughout this entire campaign?
Yora is standing underneath an awning during the rain, and in a single second, she's under one awning and then under the other, and she's completely dry. She dodged every raindrop.
So,
I'm very fast, you see.
All right, but then the four of you can detect where all this power is coming from.
space.
Make your way there. No, they've landed. They've already started growing the tree. See?
Oh wow, that was fast. I didn't. Hobo never said this thing grew that fast. I kind of assumed it would be,
It's a planet-killing super weapon. You expect it to move slow?
yes.
I mean, Lavos was pretty slow, and you can't deny his results.
Yeah, what would happen if those two things were on the same planet?
They'd fight each other. Neither of them would talk to each other. Just be kind of passive-aggressive about the other's existence.
Wait. Is this tree in some way related to the tree from Wispy Woods from Kirby?
No, this is not Wispy Woods, like shitty uncle that no one talks about.
Well, it can't be because it's not the first boss we faced in this game.
I
The
can't
shitty
believe
uncle is
this.
clearly the Golem from Amazing Mirror anyway. This is just an asshole tree that's completely unrelated.
So,
It's not
I
even cute.
I
Oh,
think the tree is the asshole. I think the tree is just a tree. It doesn't care. It does not have any motivation or sentience. Tree.
So as you four approach, you come across this familiar gang of characters.
who don't recognize us.
Yeah, they don't know you, but you know them.
What are they doing? Are they just sitting around?
Yeah, they're all kind of lounging. But as you approach them, Amon puts his finger up to his scouter, says, "Tell us, we've got people coming in. Should we attack?" All right, and then they move out. So I gave you guys 8 free advantages on these guys. So I think it's only fair that I have a free round to have them try and create 1 advantage each too.
Well, they would be prepared because they're defending this thing.
Yeah, this is
I think that's
This
valid.
isn't the first time they've done the planet killing shit, right?
right. So Amon is going to start out. So his special technique is called Planet Bomb. He uses it to plant the tree. He sticks forward his right hand with 2 fingers pointed up and the rest down, flicks it, and it creates a crater. And then he takes his left hand and does it again, and then he does it repeatedly over and over again. It starts creating craters everywhere, trying to disrupt the battlefield while you guys are coming in.
But
So
we can
it's-
fun.
Well, some.
okay, but he's also shooting pillars of dirt into the air where you're flying.
Alright, everyone but me can fly.
Tubi, why
Tubi
didn't you
can't
let us fly?
I don't. You not. Shut up.
Surely, as a robot, you can understand that the battlefield advantage of being able to fly would be really good.
I can't fly. Shut up. I weigh too much. I'm a very heavy robot.
Tubi, Yamcha can fly.
How dare you?
Just saying.
No one talk
All right,
about
so
it.
that
I'm
was-
just so glad that I could stop faking like I can't fly anymore.
You can fly this whole time?
Yeah, I could fly
Yeah.
this whole time. I'm sorry.
Did you not?
Dice and Cacao are going to start patrolling the perimeter of what they've decided is the combat zone and act as the hunter killers, trying get the drop on you guys. Okay, well, Cacao breaks down
Womp womp.
and Dice trips.
Trips
Alvin
around
is
the
just
sky.
face palming right now.
Oh my god!
Amon is like permanently changing the topography of this area, and these two can't fly. He accidentally
Come
smacks
on.
a couple of them.
Do you guys want a redo? Like a mulligan? This is depressing. Ugh.
He turns. Then Amon says, "All right, Beans boys, get in there, lie in wait for the enemy, and surprise them when they come in. This is going to be. You're gonna try and set up an ambush."
All right.
All right, they both managed to hide.
Now we have to find the kickballs.
I'll have that be with style, so I have 2 free invokes to make it for the fact that, man, Dice and Kikau really let me down.
It's okay. We're gonna put them in their place. Who wants to go first?
Yora goes first because Yora's the fastest.
Alright, so I am going to take my first powering up roll in this game. So roll 40F. Alright, so please let this be at least decent. That's only 1.
Hey, 1 is 1.
Yep. So
Remember last
Yora
time
says,
I tried to power up and I didn't get even one? That happened.
I will figure out how to make powering up consistently fun while still making advantages worthwhile.
alright, so it seems like they're already trying to get the drop on us. But I've got a plan to make the battlefield just as dangerous for them. I'll just need a few minutes, and Yora goes to power up in the shadows, and while she does that, I think it'd be best for Penny to go.
Oh shit.
So,
Okay.
real
Penny.
quick though, since you're a ninja, you don't scream when you power up, right?
Yeah, it's just the arms out pose.
You emanate silence, actually.
Everything is
Wow, it's
quiet.
really quiet over there. More so than usual. Anyway, Penny.
All right.
Probably know how Saiyan or how dangerous Saiyans are, so if you go in front, then we could get them to tip their hands early.
Of course, me getting my ass kicked is very important because it's the only way I can turn Super Saiyan.
What's
I'm
that?
convinced it's a fetish at this point, guys. Come on.
Don't kink shame me. Thank you, Prowl. I'm going to create an advantage. I'm going to kick rocks at them and try and break Amon's scouter. I hope that is forceful.
Yeah, that sounds forceful. Just destroying this area.
Well, that and breaking Amon's scouter so that we can hide from him because then he can't pick up our power levels.
Okay, so your goal was to break everyone's scouter.
Yeah.
That was really quick. Wow. That succeeds.
That was fine. If you didn't do this, I was going to make an advantage by just powering up a lot and making all the scouts explode. Like mechanically, an advantage not powering up. But,
Yeah.
Gotta raise that power really fast so it goes nuts. But
I
rockets
get the
work.
reaction
That's
shots
fine.
from none of them.
They have the new and improved scouters, so that's not succeed with style, but it does succeed.
Alright, Scooby-Boo, you go
Who's
next.
All right. I want to find those kickballs.
You've been dreaming of this day.
I'm going to, you know the movie The Warriors, where they like warriors come out and play, that kind of thing.
Yes. It's
Actually, I
good.
haven't seen that yet.
You should watch it. It's good.
Yeah.
He's lying.
Not lying. It's a good movie. How dare you?
Scooby-Doo is going to stalk around the area where he saw the beans last, and just like, come on out, beans. You're the last two of your race left, and as someone who prizes extinction events, having one left undone doesn't sit right with me. So play nice,
What the fuck?
Oh my
play
god!
nice, and come out and fight me face to face.
Wow. You did like
Or make
psychological
them hide
warfare.
more.
So, what exactly is this? Is this an attack? Are you trying to destroy one of their advantages?
I'm trying to overcome their advantage of being in hiding.
Alright, roll that.
Would this be clever, you think?
I don't know, this sounds forceful.
Yeah,
This sounds like overwhelming emotional force.
yeah, you're
How-
bullying them.
Clever is terrifying somebody.
They get even more scared and hide even further in their holes.
Alright, Tubi, your turn.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll power up.
In fact, you scared them into the GM lair.
Oh no.
I got 2.
Alright. I will.
But I am obvious. This is an obvious action.
Oh, please, oh God, let this last more than one round.
Hey, you still got their box.
I mean, it is round 1, and now it's going to be round 2.
Now it absolutely has to be my turn, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we don't all have to go in order, you know. It doesn't have to be that way.
Well, 2B, you're the one that went last, so you pick who goes next.
I picked the red guy with the silver armor. I just realized there's 2 red guys.
That's thrown me off a lot too.
It's like you can't even tell Toriyama's designs apart.
Those are his actually distinct designs.
Yeah.
One's a lobster man.
One guy's armor is silver instead of tan and white. And
Well, Kikau recognizes the fellow combat android and is going to start out with his special move. And let me remind myself what it's called: Cosmic Attack. He's going to turn on all of his thrusters and just headbutt you, and that's called the Cosmic Attack.
Oh, geez. See, well, I suppose that I will defend myself. I'm just going to just try to grab him and throw him to the side as he hits me like a judo thing.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Kong.
You get a boost. Let me look through my advantages because I think I've only got like 2. Yeah, I'm not. I have enough to completely shatter this. So, 2B has a boost. It has to be related to this, but we don't necessarily have to name it yet. So, meanwhile, while Scooby-Boo has been just trapezing around the battlefield, he manages to walk directly between the 2 Bean Boys,
Oh no.
and they spring out and attack him.
Oh no.
Determined to kill this horrifying dog.
Stop talking about the horrific destruction of our people.
Make me.
I can't. Alright, try and defend that.
I'm going to. I think the most efficient way to deal with this is to know that they're about to do it because I can sense the power levels because I can sense power levels.
Right, and they don't know how to hide them.
Yep, and I'm just gonna be clever about it and step to the side as they jump at me. Yeah.
Alright, so that's a 3. I'm going to take one of their uses of Hidden Beans Boys. Bump that. Already forgot what my roll was.
That was
Bump
a
that 2 up
Two.
to a
2
4.
to a 4, so I'm going to take your first dress box.
two. Okay, I'll take this first chest box.
So they like kick you in the back of the head and then run back under different holes. Because they couldn't kill you and they're still afraid.
What a shame.
Dies is going to start charging his attack in a power-up. Nice!
Too.
He is charging his meteor ball. It's just an energy sphere. It's not super cool, but it's his
Legally distinct from Spirit Ball.
spirit ball.
Every attack doesn't need a name, you nerd.
Shut up! I'm proud of this one. Looks really cool.
Proud of your orb.
Did your mom make that orb for you?
My mom's dead.
My boss killed her, and now I work for him. It's kind of fucked up, really. All right. Amand notices Yora trying to escape the battlefield.
I mean, I'm not escaping. I'm just over here charging.
Well, oh yeah, that's what. You just moved to the far corner. I thought it was like
Yeah, it's called hiding.
away.
Called being a ninja.
Well, he's going to notice you trying to hide. Besides, that's not good for tactical reasons. He's going to attack you.
All right. What's he gonna do?
Just like teleport, fly up to you and punch you.
All right.
I'm going to call this clever because he is managing control of the battlefield.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm preparing to launch an attack, so I'm just gonna get out of the way quickly so I can do that with as little interruption as possible. Yeah.
Dang, we're rolling well.
Yeah. All right. You do that.
All right. So he just goes in for a punch. Yora leaps up, visible aura.
You move around the battlefield a bit. He tries to chase you. And with that, we're back to the top of the order. You know what, Yora? I want to
That was
see.
just your guys.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You all went. Now I all went. Now we're back to the top of the order.
All right. So
So Yora, let's see.
it's time for my new technique. So I am going to create many copies, or like after images, and they're going to dissipate after a moment, and they are just going to be floating balls of ki that explode if you touch them. So this is going to be quick, since it's using the after image to set up.
Oh
Nice.
man.
Hell yeah, and that's an advantage, by the way. So
Okay, you create
key
two
mine attack.
freezes.
There are just key mines all over the battlefield now.
You have really cool ideas for special moves. I feel like no one's ever done anything like this in Dragon Ball.
No, remember that one time that Goku, put that orb on
Oh
his
yeah.
face?
He fired a Kamehameha that stopped it, and then waited, and then fired it again.
Kamehameha, just kidding.
Kamehameha, you fell for it. Who's next?
Alright, well, 2B is locked in combat at the moment, so I say we should get back to that.
Alright, so I can remove advantages from the enemy by overcoming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to take out one of these red guys.
Alright, well, which advantage?
What's he got right now?
Amond is disrupting the battlefield. The beams are hidden, and Dice is powered up.
I am going to... You can't really take out his power up, that's different.
That's a thing I can do now.
Try to take out the disrupted battlefield by just shooting some powerful rays at those columns, just knocking them down into the holes they came from.
As he's
Put the dirt back where you found it.
You're just running behind him with a big broom.
Yep, I'm doing splashing.
Alright.
I got two.
What did you want to make this?
Usually for overcomes, the GM decides a arbitrary difficulty that you have to beat.
Yeah, I was looking for arbitrary difficulty that I already rolled. I'm gonna say that fails.
Well, I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay,
Actually, no, it's not one for it.
sorry.
No.
Who's next?
I'm gonna say the guy attacking me.
Alright, Cacao is going to... he's gonna grab you and then try to cosmic attack you while holding you. Just shove you into a plateau. Roll 20, will you give me a break?
I find myself quickly to dodge. Yes!
This is your second boost! Stop filing on Cacao, leave him alone!
You're just going to toss him into the air and explode him.
Cacao just looks at his friends, just sadly goes, duh. Alright, well, I need to get one attack in. Dies is going to charge at Panty,
Okay.
holding the meteor ball in his hand. He is going to point blank fire it at your face.
You're not trapped in here with the mid-roll. The mid-roll's trapped in here with you. Please be nice to her. She just wants to be loved. Alright, so, as always, you can find the thread for Dragon Ball Gaiden, as well as a lot of the other stuff we do on lp.zone. That's a forum you want to check out if you want to find all our stuff in one place. Well, I mean, there's also this channel, but this is just for edited stuff. And I take like a billion years for everything ever, so, if you want to just hear the actual plays unedited, just follow along the old streams, we got the VODs up. You can go watch and or listen to those at your own leisure. You could watch the entirety of Dragon Ball Gaiden right now. Well, not right now, it would take you a bit, but still, you get the points. That being said, hey, what if you want to watch the stuff we're doing right now, because we're still doing stuff at twitch.tv/Batalisk at about 8:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time every Wednesday. And by the time this goes up, we should have done the first episode of a Lancer campaign. I won't go into detail about that, because you might be listening to this years later and be like, you've already done the Lancer campaign. I've listened to the entire Lancer campaign. I know all of the big twists that are going to happen. I can't believe Rosebud wasn't actually a planet and was just as Slay. I mean, come on, who could have seen that one coming? But yeah, check out our streams. They're good. You can listen to us live. You might not have context for a lot of this, but hey, that's why I go back to lp.zone for the context. It's all one big loop. You're trapped in a content loop. Now, what are you gonna do? Nothing. So now that you're in the depths of despair for the trick I have pulled on you, the viewer, let me just mention the music. I've been using the Dragon Ball Kai soundtrack by Norihito Sumitomo. Once again, not using the previous Dragon Ball Kai soundtrack, because, oof, that was trouble. But you may have noticed a few additions that, aren't part of Dragon Ball normally. So since this is the Tellus Crusher Core, obviously that means their themes are Crush 40, so we got Open Your Heart, Live and Learn, Through the Fire, and also With Me, which is Crush 40, and also another band called All Ends. But yeah, that's the dumb gimmick I've been waiting forever to implement, because man, I really wanted to set these fights to Crush 40 music. Look, I didn't make AMVs when I was younger, so this is just my outlet for that. This is just what I'm doing instead. There had to be a ton of Dragon Ball AMVs set to like Crush 40 music, right? That had to be a thing. If it wasn't, then my generation failed, the entire planet, all species that have ever existed, even the ones who would not understand the significance of that. That fucking deer outside your window right now? Guess what? It's ashamed of my generation. Again, only if there aren't AMVs of Dragon Ball Z set to Crush 40 music. If that did happen, which it should have, we're all fine. We're all dandy. We're good. Anyway, apparently there's just something about the Dragon Ball Gaiden episodes that make me do really long mid-rolls. Sorry about that. I try not to do these anymore, so let's just get back to the episode right now. Oh my god, ah!
Ouch.
Nah, it's just
Let's
like
see what you roll.
This is gonna be forceful.
Oof.
Christ
I
alive,
am-
yeah.
That, I mean, in fairness, that has 2 power-up rolls that
Yeah.
could potentially be added to it.
I know, it's not fun when everyone rolls shit.
I'm going to headbutt him so he misses. Basically dizzy him.
Oh no, it's gonna be flawed in my plan.
Oh dear.
Oh god!
Oh god.
Dice and Kakao are having some bad days.
I guess I get a boost.
Alice actually succeed multiple times before coming to Earth.
You all work at the other places.
That's true.
Alright, I'm gonna say my power-up rolls then. He's still holding the meteor ball, he never fired it.
He's
He got
holding his
headbutted.
nose, but now
I'm
he's
going
taped
to
He just got fucking wrecked. You get a boost from
I
that.
get a boost, yeah.
You can decide what it is later, but just remember you got it from headbutting dice.
My boost
I
is
love
powerful
that-
Saiyan.
I
Sorry,
love
go
that you have written boost in all caps for all of these.
Boost. It's easier to remember. Let's see, you didn't all 4 go in a row, so I won't all 4 go in a row. Panty, you want to follow up on that?
Gosh, now I'm out of good rolls, so sure.
You should just assume that.
You're gonna just punch dice in the throat and obliterate him?
I toss my hair and say, my friend, you're working for the wrong Saiyan. It's time for you to face a real Saiyan warrior. And I'm going to do the flash punches and just kick him and punch him a bunch.
3 frames of animation punch.
Yep, the 3 frames of animation punch. Yeah.
Okay, that's reasonable. There's a number I can deal with that doesn't strike fear into my heart.
Unless your pride's on the line.
My pride is not
Don't
yet
worry
on the
about that.
line. My pride
oh, wow,
is not
holding
yet on the
back.
line.
The other attack was just such a failure that's like, if I go all out on this guy, that'd be embarrassing.
No, it wouldn't. That's what Saiyans do.
Dies has been in his fair share of fights, so he's going to try and roll with the punches and like limit how hard you're punching by leaning into certain ones and going away from other ones. Like, if you can lean into one before you fully extend your arm, it's not going to hurt as much.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be clever.
Oh. I'll lean into one and it won't hurt as much. Oh no!
He leans right into the uppercut.
I'll just lean into one. Oh, so that's 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Alright, go ahead, Scooby Boo.
I'm kind of fed up with this. I'm going to jump into the ground and burrow my way through the ground underneath these 2 goobers and just explode outwards, throwing them up into the air and potentially into one of the key mines that Yora set up.
Heck yeah.
All right. Make a roll.
I think this is sneaky.
All right. Hard case to make, but I think they are also going to be sneaky because they're still hiding, even if they're not clear what they're hiding from. They're still trying to avoid danger.
No, dang.
Hi, but remember, please start using these advantages instead of holding them over my head like this. Please bullshit. Right? Anything can happen at any time.
I forgot about that.
I'm going to take one of the key mine attacks because I'm going to basically knock them into the air right into mines.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so easy to do that because they're very kickable.
All right.
A crowd cheers as they go flying.
So that is now a 7.
Let me... You have just as many advantages as you had before this roll. All right, so I won't tag any advantages to limit that because that's going to take their 4 stress points. All right, so do you want to decide which one of these 2 goes first?
Hey, let's have the beans have a turn.
They just got exploded.
All right, well, they're going to try and transfer that momentum into forward momentum. Keep moving forward. They're going to try and rescue Dyes by attacking Panty.
Oh no.
And because you were focused on attacking Dyes, they're able to strike you from behind.
Shit.
Because they were forcibly removed from their hiding spot, but they were hidden up until that point.
Fancy, look out, I say after they've already hit her.
Well, 20 let me do things.
You can do things.
I mean, in fairness, you're disappointed now, but maybe Roll20 is on your side, and when we get to Tellus, it's just going to murder us.
I'm being whiny and trying to be funny, but I think I might just be being whiny, so I'll stop.
I'm going to quickly dodge their incoming attack, even though they're sneaking up on me.
You sense them.
I sense them, so I'm going to try to quickly dodge them.
Nobody here knows how to disguise their power levels.
Alright, I'll spend my boost, and I will...
Well, how?
She's a Super Saiyan, she can just
I'm a Super Saiyan.
She's not a Super Saiyan!
Well, I'm not a Super
Okay.
Saiyan right now, but...
Momentum from fighting Dyes somehow.
Or she could just act like her granddad and say she's a Super Saiyan without actually being.
They've gazed upon the face of death as well, and I am the face of death.
Well,
So-
you don't need to spend that one. You will just tie by spending this, so they won't do anything.
But they'll get a boost if we tie.
They spent 2 advantages to get a boost. That's not really efficient.
Okay.
And
I will-
boosts are fleeting anyway.
I'll burn my boost of Powerful Saiyan Warrior to just, like, they hit me, but it doesn't fucking do anything.
You brace against Dyes as they hit you, so it doesn't really knock you back at all.
Fancy is entering murder state. It's very dangerous.
I'm a garbage man. He's the real deal.
Alright, back to the top of the order.
Oda, Amon hasn't gone.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks.
Just keeping them.
you need some cheering up, Loka.
Someone's gotta recognize a Majin when they see one, right?
You know what? You're right. Amon has been watching the weird pink dog and thinking, that's kind of like Majin Buu. And then
Oh,
he sees you
no.
morph your body to dig into the earth and, approach the core. And that's definitely a Majin Buu.
Oh no!
So he's not going to stand for this. He is going to rush up behind you and then
big fella.
do the planet bomb over and over again. So instead of disrupting the battlefield, he is just disrupting you. Just shaking his hands over and over again, trying to get you to put you down. This seems more forceful than anything.
Mm-hmm. What he doesn't know is that I have an amazingly malleable body, and I can just sort of distribute the force into the ground like jello. So, like, my entire body expands outwards and ripples and just pushes the energy outwards, and I'm fine. I'm gonna call that
Just
clever.
Wobbling all over the place.
Yeah. Oh no!
Finally, things are going my way for once.
I'm gonna spend a fate point to reroll that on my malleable body, because I can do better. That's much better.
You can definitely do better.
So you, like, get splattered everywhere at first, and then you immediately reform. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, did you think that did anything?
Nice try, kid.
Kid,
Well, when you're as old
I'm,
as
like,
me.
indeterminably middle-aged.
Yeah, how old are you?
Yeah.
He disrupts you
I
one
was
last
older
time and then
than
runs
you
away.
when you were in diapers, kid.
Alright, we're back to the top of the order. I'm actually gonna go back to Dice and see if he can get something off.
I still have my JO kick crystal if he wants to get off. I'm just saying.
No, you gave that to me. Or you probably asked for it back in the intervening.
Alright,
It's only lending you the jail, Chris.
he is going to hold his meteor ball up in the air. Cacao is going to fly over, also power it up. I'm spending Cacao's round this round to add +1 to this roll because I know how Roll20 is being right now. And he is going to curve shot it at 2B.
I'm throwing the screwball.
Hey,
So
force
that's a
not bad.
4.
Alright, yeah, I'm going to flashily dodge by taking one of my swords and cutting the ball in half so it splits apart and goes to both either side of it.
Harsh, very.
Ha! Okay.
So 1 under.
I'm gonna burn my boost to make that a 5.
Alright, I'm using both of Dice's power-ups.
Oh,
So
did I get
8v5.
Did I get a boost for defending with style?
Did you defend this time? Let me
I had a 5 to his 2.
You know what? I'll just take the stress.
Alright, so that's your third stress box.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, you get a boost.
Listen, it don't matter until there ain't no stress boxes left.
The only stress box that matters is the last one, also the consequence
Exactly.
boxes.
That's very Dragon Ball.
So I slash it, but it explodes.
I was gonna say, you slash it, it splits into 2, and then when they pass you, the 2 merge back into 1. They just hit you from either side.
It's like that movie with Bruce Willis.
And there's
Face.
smoke everywhere.
Yes, the dust rises up, Cacao and Dies high five. Like, yeah, 1 down! And then you, like, stagger out.
No, I'm still in the smoke. They don't see it yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they think you're down. Actually, let's hand off to you then, so you can act on that.
All right. I am going to come leaping out of this dust cloud like a banshee and just hit Cacao with a series of powerful sword swings.
So you just strike him.
Yeah, just like
And
come
then
flying
whoop,
out of it. And just,
off you go.
Powerful jump.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
damn.
Oh,
my God.
Jesus.
Oh
Cacao.
my god.
No, why?
Cow might go into shutdown mode.
Cacao is going to try and, instead of being shoved by you, is going to try and, retreat at the same speed and block all your sword strikes with his armored fists. So it looks really cool.
Does it, though?
Well, yeah, it's like a high-speed sword fight.
Well, that's respectable for once. 4's not bad. It's just not 6.
Yeah, I just...
Still up by 2.
You can take a second stress box.
Or you can
I-
spend some things.
Each of my power ups is 1, not 2, right?
No, we said there were 2.
I'm gonna burn both of them
Oh,
Make it a 10?
jeez.
and make that a 10 to well, actually, if I burn 1, do I hit another stress box or do I hit consequence?
What is it right now? The second stress box?
Yeah. It'll be,
You will hit his 4th stress
I'm
box.
gonna burn 2 then.
Alright.
And And so he starts doing that, and it's working for a while, but then they just get faster and faster and faster.
And then his arms fall off.
I'm just nicking him. And
Da, 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 da.
and
All right,
it's too much for him. I slash.
All right, so what is his consequence?
He is cleaved.
Sure. I mean, he's still active.
Yes.
He's just also... You slice his arm off, but his arm is self-sufficient, so it's also flying around the battlefield.
Gross.
Like an option in Gradius.
Alright, let me remove that boot. Give me that power up.
Alright, who's next?
Let's let him go next, since I just cut his arm off.
I'm skipping his turn.
Okay.
He added +1 to die as his roll.
Oh, that's right. Okay, then let's go Johan.
All right, so I'm gonna go after Dies now because his partner just got swept away. I'm gonna use what we call a Comet Strike, which is basically just I fly really fast in an arc and come down, just slicing them. So this is super forceful, which is not my best thing. So I don't know, maybe this will give you a chance. I mean, 2 is not great.
Alright, he is also going to be forceful because he's just going to try and survive this. Just like knock the blade away.
Ooh, okay, so I'm going to spend
Finally!
my boost to, my power up to add +2 to that, so that's 4 to his 1. And he doesn't have any stress boxes yet, right? Or does he have any?
I knocked one. I knocked his
Yeah.
second stress box.
His second box has been taken.
Okay, so let's just get rid of the first one, because that could be annoying down the line, right?
Yeah. Of course.
Also, to be fair, I could
so
also
many
knock him.
times. This you guys have just only got 1 damage in.
Yeah,
You're saying-
of course. Then again, I also have an extra key mine, don't I?
Yes, you do.
And that would take that to a 3.
Please
All
use
right.
up your advantages so you can stop scaring me.
Does Dies have anything? Dies doesn't really have anything I can use against him to make this worse. So yeah, I'm just gonna say that I dive in and I basically just baseball swing him into a mine with my sword.
This is not a good day for Dice. He thought he'd
It's a
take
good
a money
day for
round, but
Dice
in
to
fact,
die.
It's a good
A
day.
good day to Dice hard. Alright, who's next?
You know what? Amon really has not had any luck, so let's see if he can do anything this time.
Alright. He is getting very, very scared about this Majin that is here and is not going away. So, it's time for a Destructo Disc.
Oh no!
He knows that technique and he can just do it.
Did you call it something else, or just like wholesale destructive?
Well, it doesn't have a name, but he can use a Destructo Disc-like technique like Vegeta can. Because this is no longer being clever about this, it's moved to forceful. I'm gonna re-roll that. Using one of the communal fate points.
That's a little better.
We will talk when this is over with roll 20.
I'm going to carefully, like, matrix dodge out of the way and bend my spine in unnatural ways to get around the Destructo Disc. Oh no!
Oh, jeez.
I think I'm going to spend a fate point on that, and it's going to be
Boy, is stealing all my ideas. Go ahead.
yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh man! Wow, this is. All right.
Not great.
Everything's coming up a mod.
Oh man, it goes up to my second stress box. Oh no.
I have a boost from the beans tying. Let's tap that into the third stress box.
Okay.
There's probably not really any tactical advantage to it, but you know what? As you try to dodge, the beans kick you back into it.
Well,
Thankfully, you are a Majin, so it doesn't do that much.
yeah.
Slices your forearms off and you just attach them back. Like, hey, that was mildly inconvenient.
Plop.
Who's next?
Alright, let's have the bean boys. One last attempt at creating an advantage. They're going to retreat back to being hidden, but instead of staying hidden in wait, they are going to be running around laying down, like, covering fire with their Gemini shot, because that's their special technique.
I thought their special technique was diffused into a slightly larger beam.
Their special technique is also Gemini shot, which is just an energy blast with nothing special about it.
They call that their special technique.
Yes.
No
I
wonder
mean,
they
have
did
you ever
this.
fought Gemini Man? That guy sucks. I mean, that's one advantage.
Yeah.
I'll give myself one free advantage. Covering fire. No, I'm not going to be upset about everything that goes wrong.
Who goes next?
Panty or Scooby?
Let's have Panty go, because Scooby scares me.
All
Oh,
right.
wait, Panty rolled a 7. I should be scared now.
Show him what a saying can do.
All right, we've got a consequence box over here, so it's time to finish somebody off. Panty smells blood. So,
And like a shark.
and Panty's gonna turn right toward him and hold out her sword Meta Knight right into him.
And then you give him a sword for some reason.
He's going to try and just catch that sword with his remaining middle arm, because it worked so well last time.
Oh wow,
Oh,
it
wow.
did work well. Good
That's
job.
a really good arm.
Get fucked!
You fool! You removed his crappy arm, and now his better arm is even better.
That was my weighted training arm.
Every time even stronger.
Even if I kicked him into a mine, that would just be a tie. So, shit,
Yeah, just let
Panty,
it roll.
Panty looks a little surprised as her sword just kind of deflects off of his arm.
But Dad said
And,
swords always work.
And she settles in next to 2B. And
remember, you had the Broken Scouter's advantage you've not used yet.
that's true. He could not spot me coming up to him, and I could use the Broken Scouter's advantage to make that a tie, which means I would get a boost.
It's not the only advantage you have.
Okay.
We know the cacao does something very specific when he's threatened.
Oh yeah, you're helping me. Okay, fine. So
Well, you're not looking at the advantages.
I will overwhelm him. So I'll step back for a second, look a little like impressed, but then snort, humph, toss my head, and I will overwhelm him by like charging up and swinging at him even harder. I'm not holding back anymore. And his scouter can't even detect that I've gotten to that power level, so I'll cleave into him and then
You
activate.
don't even like rear back for a second swing. You just power up while in the first swing.
Yeah, and cleave right through, so that'll give me the boost, and then I will spend a fate point to activate his emergency shutoff.
No, you get a free one of that.
Oh, do I? Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's why I had you
That's the whole
go
point of my set.
discovering. Yeah.
Okay.
So that goes from 4 to 8, so you take your second stress box.
Yep.
You say, why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
Pick up his arm and slap him with it.
No, you shove his one arm back into himself. So it's like, why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
Granddaddy Vegeta is laughing somewhere.
It's hilarious because he's missing an arm.
Let me give you a hand, I say.
Okay, true warriors don't pun that much.
Anyway, who hasn't
Scooby
gone
Doo's
yet?
the only one who hasn't gone in this turn
Okay,
order.
go ahead, Scooby-Doo.
Earth's warriors have come out swinging, and their aggressive approach has worked to their advantage. But the Crusher Corps isn't done yet. Can the B team keep their momentum, or will the Space Pirates overwhelm them in the end? Find out on the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Gaiden.
Let's go, I know how high. So
this is Yora reporting in. It seems our training paid off. We can stand toe-to-toe with the Crusher Corps no problem. But if we want to win against Terralice, we'll need to be better than an even match. We need to wipe the floor with a lot of them. Next time on Dragon Ball Gaiden, Camaraderie Chaos, B Team in the Crusher Corps' deadly battle. I'll give it my all.